Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. I'm gonna ring some bells here. They may be a little loud. If you're sensitive, you may want to turn your volume down and we'll see what comes through. So I was seeing a snake's head and the way the tongue split into two, the two nostrils, and then the two eyes were very important. I'm not 100% up on snake mythology, but we're looking at shedding, renewal, and the twos, the splitting, two paths, two avenues, two possibilities. This is definitely along, a rebirth of some sort, and it's kind of giving the feeling of uh, the hardship or I don't want to say suffering, I guess, of leaving an old life and walking into a new one. New identity, new experience in general that our old self can't come with. Excuse me. Got the last judgment, self-evaluation. Through this process, we may be focusing on, it's kind of like giving that, hey, I got this bag, I'm going on the trip, and it can only, like the bag's only so big, I can only fit so many things in there. Uh, Almost like, and now it's going back to like a childhood type of thing where we're pretending to go live in the woods and we're bringing all of our favorite toys, but we can only fit so much in our bag and what's most important. And uh, depending on what the items are, and I don't feel like it's actually physical, but it might be related to memory. It might actually be some physical items that we want to hang on to as a memory. We can, not saying it's pictures, but we're really focusing here on the memory of uh, what was important to us at that time, and we still want to hang on to it. And I'm not saying that we can't, but the question is, what does it do? What is its purpose to hang on to it? What what does it fill? Is there a void there that having this, or, and it doesn't have to be physical. It could be a thought, a memory, an identity. But what is it doing for us? And how might that be holding us back? We've got Seven of Cups, dreams and desires. This is the idea that we need it, that it serves a purpose. And this isn't to be taken the wrong way here. This is a constructive idea of reflection. What is it that we really want to hang on to? And I'm not sure if it's going this way, but this would be connected in any time through a rebirth or a transition. When we are going through this and we're looking back on the past version of ourselves, people we interacted with, places, things, habits, decisions, behaviors, thought patterns, whatever it was, served a purpose in that space, in that identity that we were. Through this part of evolution, growth, and healing, uh, we are changing that identity. And people, places, or things, thoughts, beliefs, habits, uh, filled their role back then. I wanted to say void, filled the void that we may have been carrying within that identity. Through this transition, we were more than likely healing that void or that injury, that wound, that insecurity, that limiting belief. And whatever it is that we're still trying to bring along can't come with, because all that was doing was pacifying the wound. Maybe through this transition, if it's fresh, which I feel like it is because we're in this stage, uh, we may not fully feel that we have healed this and that we still need this to feel safe. And I keep pretending it's something physical over here, but this could be a belief of self. This could be a thought pattern, a way that we would respond to people, or uh, neglect ourselves for others, or wear this mask to interact because we didn't have the confidence before, or the self-esteem. Something along this line we perceive that we still need, and we don't, but we don't know that. And we don't really want to let go of that, which is also kind of being stuck in this split, because it's up to us to finally see this or understand this, and finally understand that, hey, this doesn't come with. Now, the star inspiration, this is a clarity around this, that I'm going to be okay without this. I don't need this where I'm going. I am moving forward. It came through on making the conscious decision that I am, and I'm getting very sad right now, that I am leaving that portion. And sure, it might be connected to people, places, or things, but it was more connected to the self. And it's feeling more like I'm abandoning myself, like that's who I was. And there's no shame on that, because that's all we ever knew. It is true. It was us. It is us. And maybe we feel like we might be losing ourselves through this period. We're abandoning ourselves. But we're walking into a new and reformed us, or experience here, a reflection of us. And uh, I don't know why this is coming up, but, and I don't know if it's true, but I feel like I heard a long time ago, like children having difficulty going to the bathroom because something along the lines is like they see that they're losing a part of themselves through this process, and it's very difficult, or something along those lines. But that's the feeling that this is giving, like I'm actually losing a part of myself. Like maybe the child thinks they're losing an organ or something along those lines. Like I'm losing something that kept me alive, that kept me safe. And it's very difficult to see that I can move forward without this and be safe and comfortable and okay. The world reversed, unfinished. This is this cycle. This is this split between the the snake tongue, the nostrils, the eyes. We're right in the middle, the old and the new. We have this opportunity. No rush. Whenever we're ready, it will naturally take place. But just, to know that this is where we're at, and it is whatever we feel that we still need to be okay, to be safe, that we need to let go of. The devil reversed, empowerment, uh, breaking these chains, releasing this false uh, imagery, or I wanted to say identity because I didn't want it to get confused with identity. But then when I said that, it was like, yeah, it's identity. It's this false sense of security through the identity of whether self or whatever this item, object may be, belief, thought, that that is safe. And when we really get into deeper work along the lines of uh, an insecurity or a wounding, a behavior, a thought pattern, our mind manipulates us to the extent, I should say, the wound manipulates us to the extent to believe that we need to do what the wound needs to feel safe. That's how it stays alive. So this is a very difficult process to unearth, to navigate through, because in the past we've all been living our lives through that wound or that insecurity to give it what it needs to stay alive, to keep it calm enough so it doesn't burst out and get upset and make us feel uncomfortable or unsafe. We are constantly pacifying that. And that would be the false identity, the false belief that this is needed to feel whatever it does in our experience. Breaking free of that brings us through this transition and into our new experience. Got the Five of Cups. Got disappointment, and it's kind of giving. At first, it gave the feeling of like spiritual experience and healing and navigating and getting to that point, and it's just going to be like, oh, it's going to be so perfect and everything's going to be amazing, and it's a really uncomfortable experience. It's not all angelic and beautiful and pretty. It's a lot of pain and sadness and struggle through these transitions. And when we really think about that, uh, how can we build on top of something when it's not very stable, or going back to packing that bag, that little kid, and trying to bring all of his toys and not everything will fit? I can't bring it all with. I need to be broken down to be rebuilt, sadly. That experience can be quite painful and difficult, whether just inside or also in the external through that experience. Uh, when you get through it, or when you're going through it, there eventually comes a time when it all makes sense and you understand that I could have never gotten to where I am, or healed what I did, or navigated my way through this situation without that hardship taking place, or that loss or lack taking place. I would have never saw, I would have never understood, I would have never been able to get through it without it. It doesn't take away the pain that may be taking place, but it is the truth. The Ace of Swords, mental clarity. The truth. Seeing why, or seeing how this all took place, doesn't make it change the pain or the experience, whether we're going through it or we're coming out of it. But seeing it, or at least knowing that there is a reason, uh, does bring a bit of peace of mind to the situation. If you are in that space, you could ask for that reasoning. Uh, you know, can I get this clarity on this situation so I can move forward, so I can let this go? Ask for those confirmations, and make sure you say it in a way that uh, make it so clear that I can't manipulate it, that I can't change it to be something that it's not. So we see it so clearly. Uh, we'll get one last card here. We got the Sun, authenticity, this transition, coming into full self, the identity, the transfer, the belief. This is right underneath the world unfinished. This is where we're going. Beautiful. I want to cry. It's a great space to be. Yeah, we're going to leave it there. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. See you.